Shalom, all praise to Yahweh, Shemi Awashai, and another day to come out here and wake up the elect of our nation, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? And double honors to the elders of GMS and you brothers out there pushing this truth with all faith and honesty. You see what we're here for? Tribe of Judah, so-called Negroes, Benjamin, West Indies, Levites, Haitians, Simeon, Dominican, Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama, Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, so-called Cubans, Gad, so-called American Indians, and Reuben, Seminole Indians. Naphtali is Chile to Uruguay, or Uruguayans, Uruguayans, and Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, all right? This is the 12 tribes, and this is who the Most High is dealing with. It's the lineage and the sons of Israel, okay? So let's get started. Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, and I'm here to wake up these people on the sign, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that's been spread out through this world through different slavery and captivity, all right? And today is a somewhat special day, and some of the brothers was doing videos on, they launched missiles off, okay? They're launching missiles off, and it's warning shots about the Syria, implement they want to push in, because all it is Libya 2.0, all right? That's all it is. It's another Libya, because they want to push this agenda, whatever that agenda evolves. You can say this one world agenda, how it's pushing, but that's the Most High's trap. So the Most High's putting the spirit on these Russians to launch off nuclear weapons. So I see it fit today to get back into this nuclear warfare that's going to be fought with, and to show you that's in the Bible. So, and then I brought a couple articles out too that I bring out through the lesson. All right, first script. Let's go to Psalm 7 and 13. This is Psalms 7 verse 13. Let's go to 12. And it says, if he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. All right. And what bow is that talking about? It's not talking about a man-made bow. All right. It's not talking about your human bows that you have today. And it's going to get into that. And it says, he hath also prepared him the instruments of death, and ordained his arrows against the persecutors. First things first, that instrument of death that was set up, these damn flies, that's Satan. That instrument's death that was set up was the Most High putting the knowledge on those scientists to be able to split the atom, all right? Just like he put the knowledge in them to use gunpowder, just like the knowledge of metal workings and metallurgy, that's the Most High putting the spirit and releasing those and allowing those to come out of his armory, his spiritual armory, as you can say, because it's knowledge, and the Most High deals with knowledge. Actually, let me try to find that. Let me try to find that verse. But the Most High deals with knowledge, and that's how he let out so these people can bring forth these weapons for the judgment. It says, back in 7 and 13, and it says, he hath also prepared him the instruments of death, and have ordained his arrows against the persecutors. First things first, who's persecuting these people on the sign today? All right, there's persecutors of these people. He's not talking about also persecutors of the world, because you have so-called drone attacks. You have different seizing of properties and different resources that Babylon the Great does through the planet. And the planet is sick of it, man. Sick of this place and the things it's doing with the elites and also the Amalekites over in the land of Israel today. And it says, behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and has conceived mischief, and hath brought forth falsehood. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. And just like he said he made, because he put the spirit on him to build these weapons. to build these so-called ICBMs. That's what they're called. That's what the Most High has put forth for them to be bind up with. He gave them enough rope to hang themselves with. All right? And it says, his mischief, or this is verse 15, he made a pit and digged it and is fallen into the ditch which he made. Just made those weapons. His mischief shall return upon his own head. His violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate, or his own pate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to his name of the Lord Most High. And we're going to sing in that day because of this punishment that's coming down is from him. All right, so let's jump to the next one. It's Obadiah. This is Obadiah 1 and 10. This is Obadiah 1 and 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And what's that weapon that's going to be used to cut off? Is these modern day ICBM missiles, man. Okay? And who's the brother Esau? Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Through the different slaveries and different captivities that we went in over here, the Most High seen the violence against thy brother. The lynch mobs, because if you little do you know, the most violence happened when the so-called slaves were let free. All right? That's when the most violence happened on them. That's when you had the so-called KKK running around in different homes and wreaking violence through the city. All right? And it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day thou stoodest in the other side, in the day that strangers carried him away captives. And that's when Jerusalem fell. All right? That's when that through different persecutions in the fall of Jerusalem, you stood in our way. Instead of being our brother and helping us, you stood in our way. And it says, and carried away captives, his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was one of them, but thou shouldest not look on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither should thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither should thou have spoken proudly in the day of their distress. Because the Most High punishes according to what you do to these people. All right? Let's go to Genesis and get more on that. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand. When then will I slay my brother Jacob? All right. And he was wanting to slay the brother Jacob over the blessings that was given. All right. But that was set up for the Most High to give that blessings unto Jacob. Okay. And it says, then I will slay my brother Jacob. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. And she sent, that's it on that. That's what we're going to touch on that. We're sort of getting off. But it's showing you the Most High is wreaking this judgment with these missiles because of the shame and all the stuff that's been brought up on this nation right here. Okay? We fell down and fell off of our glory, and these other nations rejoice. They rejoiced at our downfall, and they, they reaping the labors of our backs, man. Okay? Because we built this land and we still haven't got payment for it. And we still get gunned down in these streets today. So the violence is not stopped. This is Psalms 137 and 7. This is Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundations thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. And it's not talking about the old Babylon, it's talking about the modern day Babylon today. And it said, thou art to be destroyed because of the homosexual marriages, the unrighteousness that goes on in this land, and then our blood that was spilt on this land. Okay? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' blood that was spilt here. That's what the Most High is raising up against this place. And it says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. And the same way you served us through the captivity and through this different slavery and hardcore bondage, the Most High is going to serve you the same way. All right? And it says, happy shall he be that taketh